Hello and welcome to another update video about GALA. GALA seems to plan to go for another low. So unless it really turns around now, it's going to go towards the 2.03 cent level, which is basically here the last reliable support level I have. Ideally, it doesn't go below that. I mean, we can put it onto the chart. What is the support level below that? The FIB support. That would be the 88.7 FIB level. I don't trust this level. This is at 1.92 cents. Just highlighting it because if we go below 2.03 cents, then this would be next support. But if we get a sustained break below the 78.6 retracement, then this setup is likely not going to work out. Okay, ideally it's turning around between now and 2.03 cents. But as I said, so far I have not been able to call or confirm a low in place here. As you know, the move up is a diagonal structure. The move down is corrective, yes, due to the overshooting B wave, or I've relabeled that now as a WXY structure. Doesn't really make a difference. It's just due to that spike here in the new low. It also could be easily a three-wave move up. Therefore, these diagonal structures, they always need to prove themselves. I often say that. So we need to have still patience. So far, no low is confirmed here. Remember that GALA also came down quite deep on the 10th of June, but we decided to give it a chance for potentially a setup that could send it higher. But it needs to prove itself. It needs to confirm it by giving us some kind of a breakout or to the upside of this descending wedge that we have on the chart. So I think it's still worth and important to be cautious, be a bit careful with this. What can I say? I mean, next support is very clear, 2.03 cents. I've got it on the chart with a question mark, potentially one more low. And it needs to avoid, obviously, to break below the 1.81 cent level. I mean, if it does that anyway, then we have formal invalidation for the uptrend pattern. Now, if I add or open the indicators, what I wanted to show you, but we've talked about that before as well, that we have spotted some kind of even though it's a weak one, but a little bit of a bullish divergence here on the chart below that low and that low, but higher lows on the RSI. Yeah, so you see these bullish divergences, but generally the 4-hour chart RSI is pretty much here quite neutral. Let's take a look at the daily chart. Also here, it was obviously quite oversold on the 10th of June. And then moved up higher, slightly into the bullish range, but so far is still in the bearish range. Here also potentially a very slight bullish divergence on the daily. I guess we would get a clear divergence if price makes one more low in this wedge pattern. Within these wedge patterns, you oftentimes see divergences, but so far we haven't got a breakout. So if it really makes another low, if it follows this wedge pattern, I mean, then it will not be very steep move down. It could just follow along the trend line here. As you can see, more or less well-defined trend line, but it could just follow along this trend line to the downside, slowly and steadily. I'd rather have slow. Slowly towards the next support level. And then that is, in my opinion, the real pivot point that decides between a new bear market low is coming and the potential for a rally in a third wave, which could get to 4 cents. But until we have a lasting low or any kind of low, really, we cannot talk about targets too much. Yeah, I don't want to spark any unrealistic expectations here on the chart. This is a setup that could lead to higher prices, but obviously we need some kind of a reaction to one of these FIB levels, and it will tell us below 2.03 cents that things are turning quite bearish for GALA. But yeah, unfortunately nothing new, so just restated basically the relevant levels. But the potential that we had here, yeah, this was a potential for higher, but the pullback now, it came down to deep. Okay, it didn't invalidate it, but it came down to deep. So I decided to relabel it as a WXY structure, and in the Y wave now an ABC. There are different ways how this can be labeled. Maybe I will swap it again, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't make a difference to the analysis overall. Yeah, that's my update about GALA. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.